Hello, this is Palico Patch and welcome back to more of the Curious Expedition with Aleister Crowley. And we're doing okay. Nothing to shout home about really. We are actually playing on certain death, so I suppose getting to the 5th expedition is a result in itself. But to a guy who's a born winner, I am a born winner, ladies and gents. I don't understand where I'm going wrong. I cannot compute it. It's just fizzles in my head. Circuit boards, gone. Don't know what's going on. Don't know what's going on. I should be first. I should be first. Well ahead. I should have a full party. I should have lots of money, lots of food. Winning. That's what I should be doing. But no, we're flailing. As I said, it feels a little bit. Yeah, you know, the game is over before I even start this expedition. So, welcome to the video. Oh well, never mind. Let's crack through this. Who knows? The RNG gods might smile upon me on my 5th expedition and say, "Here, you'll do well, son. You'll do well." I don't think they will, because generally, when you're on a downward spiral in this game, they just like to keep on hitting you as a pin. You're the tiny little pin, and they're the big RNG gods with their big hammer hitting you into the floor. And now they've started, they're not going to stop. They're not going to stop until you're well in. To the point where they can't even get the claw bit off the back of the hammer and prize you out. You're that far in. You're done for, you're gone. That's it. Game over. Anyway, on a brighter note, we are going to go to the Yalompanny Drylands. There's quite a few villages there. We've got the anthropological perk, and I think if we are going to succeed in this, that's where we need to be heading. Also, if we can hit the villages before we annoy them, we might be able to get a couple of extra people to join our trek, which in turn will hopefully help us with our carrying capacity. That's the only thing which worries me. I say worries, annoys me about this. I just don't have the carrying capacity I want, and that means I can't loot properly. Anyway, enough jibber jabber. Let's crack on. Full of anticipation, I arrived at the harbour. The crew had preparations left to do, so I skimmed some stones on the water. The collector was eager to set eyes on which instruments we had brought back with us. Sorry, old chap. The collector seemed rather disappointed and left the harbour post-haste. I wonder if this would tarnish my reputation. A scientist approached me this morning with a request. He told me about a mysterious box that was buried somewhere in the area we were travelling to. He promised to reward us generously if we brought it back to him. No. I can't afford to have a map and a shovel in my inventory. No. I refused his offer. I would not get my hands dirty. After the efforts of my past expeditions, I was delighted as I noticed a mild interest in our exploits. Who did I want to recruit? So we have Sister Priscilla, the missionary, or we have Junaid Nasir, the Bedouin. He, yes, it is a he, fears of being enclosed or small spaces. You'll do well with the caves. And you are a sexist. Well, you do really well surrounded by... Well, actually, no. In all fairness, the abomination is a female. No, it's a male. Okay. Yeah. Well, increased sanity would be good. But then again, the Bedouin's got a better dice. And reveals nearby oases. We'll go with the Bedouin, I think. We could surely use a resourceful Bedouin and welcome Junaid Nasir to our trek. I rejoiced as the ship was prepared to leave the harbour. I can show you where the oases lie. Right, let's buy some stuff. Right, what do we want? We want... We've only got 80, and we do have the campsite. I think it's all about surviving to the end now. We're not looking at winning. We're just looking at surviving. Back to how we were when we started the series. With that in mind, let us take 5 whiskey, 4 of those, and 5 of those again. Oh, oopsie. That's all we can take. We've got the important bit. We've got the campsite. We're going to get rid of the water, unless we're in a desert. I can't remember right now. Terrible memory. I rejoiced as the ship was ready to leave the harbour. Okay, Expedition 5. Here we go. Generating what? What are you generating for me? Come on, make it nice. Generating easiness. Generating Lots of money. Generating shrines around the boat. Generating the pyramid being opposite the boat. Well, just finishing generating will be good about now. Really? Oh, oh, hey! That was tragedy, wasn't it? It said tragedy. Oh dear, oh dear. Well, we're in the 6th region map. Hopefully it's going to be a bit more accessible than last time. We are in the desert. We are in the desert. So we need to fill up on the waters. In the thick mist of a rainy morning, we finally reached the shore of our expedition area. The land lay open in front of us, like an invitation to an adventure. Right, so we fill the water. I made sure to bring some additional water rations from our vessel's stocks. I had to carefully consider our options and be prepared, like a penguin, for our forthcoming expedition. However, I was beginning to feel the urge to head out into the unknown. I see where you're coming from, Aleister. Just bear me a second. There we go. All good, all good. And let's go. We need to get rid of you. Alright, so first things first. Let's go. Let's go to the other side. But you don't know what it is. It could be good, could be bad. We don't need that. That's fine. Let's carry on. Right, yeah, we'll stop on that side with a question mark. And we've got, oh, a trader. Again, not really going to be offering me anything which I can make use of right now. I don't think. They don't sell animals, so he's no good for that. We can promote you though. Yeah. No, we'll leave it. 36, 32. So that's 39 now. Yeah. Let's do it. Let's do it. That looks all blocked off, that region there. So I don't think we need to worry about this. No doubt it's probably going to loop around. I'm hoping for, well, anything to help us with sanity, really. What do we have? Stone statue. I don't think we're going to be upsetting the villagers before we get there. I surveyed the curious, more than 3 metre high rock figurine. The ghastly visage seemed to focus on us. Its presence made me uncomfortable and I desired to move on. I noticed some items by the statue, which must have been put there by the natives of this region, presumably in an attempt to appease the gods. Ooh. Well, they stack, so that's good. Haven't really got anything I can afford to get rid of right now. So we shall leave it. We took what we could use from the offerings. That's how it is. That is how it is. Alright, so 40 down to there. Might as well drink them all straight across. That's probably the best thing to do. So a magnetic mountain. A scream pierced my ears. I proceeded to investigate and discover Junaid Nasir, who was being attacked by the abomination. Come on, stop eating people. This isn't how it's going to work. The thing is, he's so OP. Or she's so OP. I can't afford to not let him be munched on. And he is an alcoholic now. That doesn't help him. And you haven't revealed any oases, so you're no good as far as that's concerned. You rubbish. Die. Die. I left it to the two of them to sort out their argument. I stared into the flames intensely to distract me from their heinous screams. Sleep was deep that night, and the next morning Junaid Nasir was absent. Okay. Let's see what's in the stone circle. We came across a stone formation that seemed to be man-made. There were inscriptions etched into each rock. Maybe they formed a type of map. Well, they like us at the moment, so let's find the settlements. 2. And they are stupidly far away. Like, no chance they're that far away. 46, 31, 40. Right, let's travel as far down as we can to get a read of what's left in this region. Which is quite a bit, actually. And then we shall make camp. Enter camp. We erected our camp. It felt almost like home. Let's rest. I found a convenient camping pitch. This was the edge of despair. We barely managed to collect enough wood to light a campfire. Just as I began to pray for death, a native walked up to me. Due to my good reputation, the native was willing to assist me in my hour of need. We'll accept the help. I was thankful for the offer. Some company was exactly what I needed after the last few days. Oh, we've got a scamp and some mangoes. Awesome. See, the game can, smile on you when it wants to. When it wants to. which isn't that often, so don't get used to it. But, you know, sometimes. We assembled our camp. Not going to read this again. Let's rest. It was a pitch black night as we sat and stared into the fire. After dinner, I performed some experiments with my compass and noticed that the needle behaved unusually. Perchance a natural magnetic site was interfering with it. Ugh. What's that? 81. Well, let's go see what's going on. We'll come back to our camp. Right, so we've got a tomb. We have a raptor. Oh dear. Wow. Okay. 12. I say go for it. You shall not survive, sir. Fangs. Okay. Can you do anything? Oh, tentacle whip. Piercing tentacle. Or. Oh, right. No. Piercing tentacle is good. Let's headbutt him. And we shall fang him. And give me a shield. Give me a shield. No? Fine. Yeah, okay. Roll. Right, let's go for claws. And then another headbutt. Boom. We deprive the dead of anything useful. So we've got 2 spaces. Let's take 20 funds. Can we trade it in for fame after expedition? Good for training. I think that would be worth more than those 2 would be worth more. Maybe more meat. Well, no, let's take it because we can eat the mangoes. That makes sense. So let's eat the mangoes. Mango. Right. So over to this question mark first. Cave. You're going to transport us somewhere, aren't you? I can tell. We approached a cave. Its opening seemed to lead deep into the mountain. We needed a torch to move inside. Lots of torches. We lit a torch and descended into the darkness. We found a small opening in one of the walls that seemed to lead into another part of the cave. Only one person would be able to squeeze through at a time. Nope. Well, as we departed, we noticed that our campfire had ignited some nearby bushes. Before we knew what had happened, the fire began to spread out of control. I believed Zogu Mip to be the fire lover and commanded her to be more prudent next time. Oh dear. Right, so increased viewing distance and gives additional information about your region. Promote. Are you? You're barely useful now. That's good. Right, so we need to go around. I'm not too worried about the tomb. We're nowhere near equipped to take on a mummy, and I just don't think that we're going to be that lucky to have it just gifted to us. Let's make our way back to the campsite. Oh, please don't set us on fire. What? Times were dark and Zogu was my only human help. It was just a matter of spending enough time together until we got into a pointless argument. I don't exactly recall how it started, but it involved a vitriolic account about the differences between my lacking forethought and my outfit. Do not diss the hat. We did not speak for the rest of the day. Bastard. And that's killed our Sandy off. Great. Oh well, we made it back. I heard the sound of breaking wood. The abomination was looming over a crate and was about to quench its hunger with our raw meat. Let it eat. It can eat. It was clear that the abomination had a craving for meat. I decided it was best to leave it be and allow it to fill its belly. Yes, I concur. Right, so what to do? I suppose we better camp up. We set up our camp. Oh, the comforts of home were calling out to me. The trials and tribulations were wearing down us. Wow. The trials and tribulations were wearing us down. Even the warming flames of the campfire did naught, to ease our minds. Tonight we had a paranormal incident. The ghost of dead natives appeared to us. They told us that they had been killed by unnatural monsters that were breeding in a nearby cave. If we could kill the monsters, they promised that we would find a worthwhile magical reward on their corpses. Where's the cave? Show me the cave. We accepted their plea and vowed to hunt down their killers. They seemed grateful and told us about the location of a cave. Afterwards they disappeared into the night, whence they came. Didn't go that way. Oh well, never mind. On to the next. Okay. I heard something unsettling that night. The abomination was looming over a crate and was about to quench its hunger with our raw meat. Let it eat. The twisted thing had an insatiable appetite for raw meat. I decided it was best to leave it be and allow it to fill its belly. I forgot to bring up camp. Back to the camp. Jeez. Oh dear. I had already withdrawn myself when I was awoken by a loud gunshot. I immediately ran to aid Zogumite against an attack, but to my horror I found her dead on the ground, killed through my own gun. I was unwilling to think too deeply about what had occurred here. I vowed that she would take her place in history. Well, we got some mangoes out of her, so that's not too shabby, I suppose. And let us, what are we going to do? We're going to have to lose two things here. So we'll drop 20 to 40. So we're going to drop the teeth. We're going to drop the water. Yada yada yada. Sleepy, sleepy, sleepy. Yes, yes, yes. Once again. Ditto. Awesome. No, it's not awesome. It's rubbish. It's absolutely rubbish. I feel like the game's stringing me along at this point. Do do do. Da da da. Boom. Right, so we can pack up the tent now. Carry on moving. It's just a case of carrying on moving now. Into camp. Pack up camp. And let's crack on. Right, so another fire. Never mind, don't care. So let's get up onto this hill here. Yes, natives definitely don't like us now, so no chance for getting any anthropological books. There we go. Well, yeah, let's risk it. What's going on now? I had reached my tipping point. I was famished and my whole body was trembling. I whispered a farewell to Abomination and made him take his last breath. His flesh tasted peculiar, and I felt life coursing through my veins. Oh dear. Okay. Well, 3 slots overburdened now. So we need to drop pretty much everything. So that can go. That can go. Water? Water? Or wraps the skin. I haven't even come across any shrines, have I? Oh, this is proper rubbish. Yep, I'm pretty sure I'm going to die out here. We might as well just carry on looking around. So, let's drop... Well, I want to take something back. Let's drop the water. Screw it. If it takes us a bit longer, it takes us a bit longer. Oh, we have a slaver. Oh, and an oasis. I think we'll go back to the slaver. Or not. While hooded around the campfire, we heard an unsettling rasping sound coming from behind a nearby tree. I'm going to ignore rasping sound. Like a... That's a rasping sound, isn't it? The Phantom Raspberry Blower. I bet you guys are way too young to know that reference. The Phantom Raspberry Blower. Dun, dun, dun. Right. Yeah. Well, yeah, let's go over the blaze of glory. Let's investigate. A young native with a terrible fever and an infected wound lay shivering behind the tree. Without the use of medical supplies, there was nothing we could do. The shaking soon stopped. Didn't even leave me anything. Nothing. Not a bit of fruit, no nothing. My wound was pungent, or has a pungent odour. Every step is an ordeal. Enter the slaver camp. Our group arrived at a slave camp. It was a place of hopelessness and sorrow and comprised of a collection of cages filled with intimidated prisoners. An elegantly dressed slaver welcomed me with a dirty smile. Okay, let's inspect the slaves. I was curious to see what kind of slaves were offered here. The merchant cracked his whip and ordered some of his slaves to show themselves for inspection. So we have Wero Yen, the warrior. We have Woyoab, the animal handler. We have Defa Palavi, the animal handler. And Tipamimbelea, the warrior. As it turns out, both warriors are the same. Who do we like to look up? Oh, he looks angry. We like him. The slaver did not care about my reasons, only that I pay him. The slaver unleashed a dirty laugh and informed me of the price. Is that good or bad? Oh, that's alright. What else can we get out of it? How about a medical kit? No. How about some dynamite? No. A whiskey? Nope. Some marbles. 2 marbles. 3 marbles. 2 marbles. Deal. After the deal was struck, the slaver forced the remaining slaves back into their cages by their leashes. Okay, let's go. Right, well, we got a little bit of carrying capacity back, which is okay. We should probably set up camp now. We erected our camp. It felt almost like home. Rest, rest, rest. I'm not going to bother reading this. Oh, except, oh, right, so you're talking to yourself. That's fine. Rest, rest, rest. Sanity, sanity, sanity. Enter camp. Once again. Tipaminbilia nervously leaned towards me. He whispered that the strangers were here to kill us and we could not trust them. Oh, right, we got strangers. Well, join us. We invited them to join us. They gladly accepted and sat down, sharing stories by the warming fire. Please let me recruit somebody. After some negotiation, one of them was indeed willing to join our trek. Excuse me. So emotional then. We invited them to join us. They gladly accepted and sat down. Okay, let's trade. What do you have? Not a lot. We have marbles. Oh, they like marbles. For cocoa leaves? Or for a horn flute? 2 horn flutes? 3 horn flutes? And a cocoa leaf? That's fine by me. We invited them to join us. They gladly accepted and sat down, sharing stories by the warm fire. The natives stood up, thanked us for the hospitality, and headed into the darkness. Awesome! That's how you get your guys up. Although this one is a sexist and a local, and this one is paranoid. Great. What do? Reduces chance of triggering combat. That's pretty useful. And you like to gain sanity from eating mushrooms. Right, so you can go up, I think. Yeah. We need to not trigger combat. And then we need to go to... Oh, no, I've done it again. I keep forgetting to pack up my tent. Let's examine. We're here. I examined the strange man-made stone figurine. The uncannily crafted eyes seemed to focus on us. It was a disconcerting sight and I desired to move on. I saw a few items by the statue, which must have been put there by people from a nearby village. They were surely sacrificial offerings. Oh, yes, take all. Let's take it all. We took what we could use from the offerings. Dixema was visibly shaken by the encounter with the peculiar statue. Oh dear. Right, so let's eat the cocoa leaf. Let's go back to the camp. We go to our camp. Rest again. Heard drums in the background. That's fine. 72. I think we better rest once more. Oh, it was a warm and starry night. Tipamimbilia and Dixmaxa started singing in a foreign tongue. While the melody was initially a little difficult to follow, we soon simmered down and looked upon the fire as the singing soothed our minds. Kumbaya, my lord, kumbaya. That'll do that. Right, so we should be up to high sanity now. That'll do. So let's enter the camp, pack it up. What the hell happened there? What? I didn't even press anything. The air seared my throat with each breath. From the corner of my eye, I saw December disappear in the smoke. I could see his body being cooked by the flames, but we were unable to reach him. It was a demise I would not wish upon my worst enemy. What? Who set the fire? It flashed up and then... Oh, God. This is it. This is just abject failure, isn't it? Look, here we go. And it burns up now. No, we're good. It's like, you've had enough. I've screwed with you enough. You're done. I don't think I can punish you anymore. 8. Well, get the camp out again. This will make a nice camping spot. Right, I'm not even going to bother reading this. I'm just going to click through it. Loyalty decreased. I'm not even caring at this point. Enter camp. Rest overnight. Yes. $80. Well, okay. Let's pack it up. Continue. Pop to the village. They're probably not. Yeah, not too happy with us. Who knows? Who knows? No, because they're going to want tribute, aren't they? I can't be bothered with that. So let's crack on down here. Stone circle. We came across a stone circle that was obviously man-made. There were inscriptions painted upon each rock. Perhaps they formed a kind of map. Reveal ruins. Oh. There's a few. Well, two. There's two. Okay. Let's go to the next one. 24. Which one are you? Chance of triggering combat. So we don't get any sanity off the mushroom now, so we're going to have to wait, aren't we? Boo. Okay. Once again. Yes. Lots of waiting. Yeah, he seems to be happy. 95. I think we'll stop there. Right, on to the next question mark, wherever this may be. Oh, a boat. Boat. Today we made a peculiar discovery. We found the remains of an old boat. It remained a mystery to me how it could have ended up in this place. It must have been here for more than 100 years. I tried to read the name. Madinina. This place surely retains some trinkets of worth. We formed small teams and scoured the place. Chocolate. Thank God. And we'll take the dynamite as well. As we departed, we became aware that our presence had attracted ferocious wildlife. Oh, it's a gorilla. Okay, right, so let's eat the chocolate. Let's eat the mushroom. Didn't help at all. And let's get over to the shrine. Right. I hardly have the vigour to write these last words. My injuries have got the better of me. I will die out here in the unforgiving lands. Probably, I can't help that. We're scuppered. I could get the balloon back, but I want to go back with something. We stood before a temple comprised of huge stones. Its stone walls were covered with ornate engravings. The portal that led inside emitted an eerie chill. The surface about the structure gave off heat. It was still possible to walk there, but the potential source of this heat was disconcerting. We had found a sacred altar room. If this place held any riches, I knew we would find them here. An altar illuminated with breathtaking ambiance stood atop a plinth. Oh, gold. 1570. I'm going to drop the flutes and take that. I'm going to drop the torches and take that. Good. I would not leave empty-handed. The artifact would sit atop the altar no longer. No more problems because we've had enough. Up we doddle. And we managed to avoid the gorilla. Cool. Right, okay. So we have a cave. What dice do we have? We could possibly get away with it. The alternative is to carry on up northwards, but that's not looking the best. Let's see what's in the cave. We located a cave. The entrance led deep into the darkness, of unknown depths, I might add. We required a torch in order to venture forth safely. Of course we didn't. Nothing would thwart us, not even the obscurity of this cave. Our march into the darkness began. Without warning, I registered a tripping sound followed by someone crying in pain. Eventually, our eyesight adjusted to the darkness. I saw that Tippa Mobilia was bleeding. His injury was grim, but he was unable to express what exactly had happened. We were intrigued to discover this was just the beginning of an underground tunnel. Okay. We explored vast caverns and twisted corridors. When I finally saw light ahead, we moved towards it in earnest. Ah, well that was useful. 27. 18, 30. Let's just move a little bit aside and set up camp. Oh, no, leave. That's what we meant to press. Enter camp. This will make a nice camping spot. Oh, this morning I suffered a great loss. I found Timbabidia dead on the ground. His already weakened body had succumbed to the hardship of our journey. One slot overburdened. Okay, well that's it then. That's all we can do. We don't want to travel. We want to enter camp. we want to rest. Oh, I settled down for the night. We were at the brink of collapse. Even the warming flames of the campfire did naught to ease our minds. It felt like a lifetime since I experienced the comforts of my own home. I would that I would forget about it completely. How long would I be able to go on? I prepared for another sleep in these quite remarkable lands. Suddenly Corporal Lafayette Richard stumbled into me in camp. He had been sent to retrieve me when it seemed that I would not return. It was nothing less than a miracle that he had found me. Nice. Well, just when you think all is lost and all that. So let's... Right, we're not going to find the pyramid. The pyramid is out of bounds. I'm sure of that. So let's go to here. Let's go to the temple. No. Let's enter the camp. Let's pack up that because that is bloody useful. And then we'll go to the temple. We shall loot whatever we can. Examine the shrine. We arrived at a long-forgotten shrine. It was a bold testament to the power of its creators. The portal that led inside emitted an eerie chill. Celestial symbols of the sun, moon and stars were carved on the various surfaces of the structure. Enter the shrine. Before us lay some kind of ceremonial room. It was a truly awe-inspiring sight. Our steps echoed as we approached the sacred altar. Now, if there is a god in this game, an RNG god that is smileth down upon me right now, you will have a tome of Homebound. I'm calling it out right now. I want to see a tome of Homebound. Boom. Rubbish. Rubbish. Okay. I don't really want to drop that. So that's all we can do. What a glorious day. The artifact would sit atop the altar no longer. As we took what we came for, I noticed a black nothingness began to form atop the altar, like a pinprick in the flesh of reality. It was expanding steadily, visibly, destructively. All we could do was run as far away from it as possible and hope. Right. I hate to do this, but there is no chance we are getting back. No chance at all. So we're going to have to use the balloon. I'm hoping we can take a few things with us. The hot air balloon would take days to be ready. It offered only limited space. Everything that would not fit would stay behind. Well, let's ready the balloon. Oh, look at that. Perfect. Perfect. Escape. We finished our preparations and boarded the balloon to begin our flight back home. Rubbish. 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 That is definitely going to knock us down into 4th, maybe 5th place. We've got enough stuff to make us comfortable in the last expedition, but unless we get some serious haulage on our side, then it's not going to be good. It's not going to be good. For the Empire. Yes, yes. Right, anyway, the last perk, what are we going to do? Splendid! We have got increased radius of dynamite explosions. Promoting characters improves their loyalty towards you. And impetus reduces the base anti-cost for travelling. I think, because he's level 1... Yeah, I'm just going to go for impetus. Anything which can help my sanity at the moment is what needs to be done, I'm afraid. Huzzah. Yeah, 4th position. Well, at least we're not going to be last, that's for sure. We could battle for 3rd. As it stands, though, we have 50, 70, and they're only all worth 40. So, yeah, let's gift that just to keep us in the fight for 3rd. Barely. And we'll sell both of those just to give us a little bit of moolah. And call it quits there. Well, there we go. We have made it to the Curious Prehistoric Lands. Expedition 6. It's gonna just be winging it, I think. I'm sure something will end up killing us and we can go down in a blaze of glory as opposed to this whimper which we're playing through at the moment. But I am persevering. I am trying as much as I can. That's as much as I can say, really. Thank you for watching. As always, a like is appreciated and I will catch you on the next one. Take it easy.